Well, I think I can get them. Okay, you can start walking down at the far end now. These are all the different figureheads.
That's part of the history thing is, you know, you might say the local and...
This is Captain Cook's Endeavor. Well, this is the U.S. Morgan in dry dock, and they're refurbishing her. I have no idea how long it's going to take, but that's what they're doing. Well, here's a view from President Roosevelt's home. You see all the green trees in front. They used to be much shorter, and you could see the Hudson River. But today, they've grown up and sort of hid it. And here's Roosevelt's home on the Hudson. They're doing a lot of reconstruction for a family reunion that's coming next month. Now this is inside the barn on the Roosevelt Hyde Park home. Lots of ribbons. And here's the stalls. And now we know where the term New Deal came during his presidency. It was one of his horses' names. There's Lady Luck and Patches, Badger, Natoma. And here are the hinges that are on the stall doors. This is the burial spot for the Roosevelts, Eleanor and Franklin. Right there, the two round divots are his two dogs. And then we come over. And the one with the flag is Franklin D. Roosevelt, and the spot right beside him is his wife, Eleanor. And this is the barn that they kept their horses in. And you can see it was built in 1886. This is is the marker for the grave site. I'm not sure whether we can read it or not. And then we back off, and the flag is Franklin D. Roosevelt, and the one in front of that is Eleanor Roosevelt.
It was a shock to the family when I was just a very ordinary looking little girl. I was more or less responsible for my brother, who was 6 years younger than I was. And gradually I had many duties. To her father, Elliot, whom she adored, and to her would come a series of sudden tragedies.
This is Val Kill, which is Eleanor Roosevelt's cottage and home that she built. Now this is a partial view from the Vanderbilt's estate on the Hudson River. You'd be able to see more, but the trees have grown up. In fact, they're in the process now of cutting the growth down in the trees to bring the view back. And way off in the distance is the Catskills. Well, here's the front of the Vanderbilt's 2-week cottage on the Hudson. Their main summer cottage was in Newport, but they had to have something to play around in here. And this is the grounds in front of their home. This is what they looked at when they first got here. The back of the home has a huge porch where they served tea every day and looked at the river. But it is very pretty. Now, this is the Red Caboose Motel, although all cabooses are not red. And this is in Lancaster County in the Amish country. Flo stayed here one night. The rates are about $129 per night. There's the Amish cutting corn. Takes them a while, but they get it done. Well, here's a field of tobacco. That's what the leaf looks like close up. This is Eisenhower's farm, the front of it. It borders Gettysburg. This is his farm. He was quite a gentleman farmer and raised Angus cattle. This is the back of Eisenhower's farm. And the trees have definitely grown up since. Well, we're at Annapolis, and all the midshipmen are coming back to get ready for formation to go to chow. And more will be to follow. And this is the crypt of John Paul Jones. Here's the chapel at Annapolis, but they're renovating it, so you can't go in, unfortunately. The windows are very blue, but there's no way that you can see it from here. This is at the Vietnam Memorial. And this is the wall at the Vietnam Memorial. And this is the nurse's statue.
Okay, give me your number. Okay, that sounds good. That sounds good. Yeah, we Mom loaned us their bike, so we ride bikes. Yeah.
That is almost lost over by the Vietnam Memorial.
Okay. All right. Great. Okay. Bye.
Wonder if you could wait a moment, please? I won't get in your picture if you won't get in mine. And then the expression on her face. Now this is the Korean memorial. The soldiers. And you can see the etched soldiers in the wall.
I just teased.
This is the World War II Memorial. And it's broken into two halves. One is the Atlantic for the fight in Europe, and one is the Pacific for the fight in the Pacific. You can't tell it, but there's 400 gold stars, each one representing 100 veterans, to give you 400,000 veterans. What you're looking at is World War II veterans that are brought here on a program that is free for them. This has been going on for a while, but it should have been going on a long time ago. So this is all the volunteers and all the veterans. This is the 5th group from North Dakota that have come. Many of those won't ever be back. They're the ones that have made our freedom possible. Now this is part of the Roosevelt Memorial. And here's the standard fireplace chapel. That was the Jefferson Memorial. Panning around. And there's the Washington Memorial. And although you can't see it, over there where this sort of orange tree is the World War II Memorial. My memorial. Right, honey?
Remember, very important. Otherwise, they will catch very bad cold. On the right here, you can see another angle of the National Cathedral, and you can see it up a little bit above the ground here. I am moving now. Can I move now, sir? For the camera.
Can he move? Is it okay to move?
One more minute.
Oh, 1 minute. Characterized by the flying buttresses. Flying buttresses are those exterior arches leading towards the walls of the cathedral, exerting inward pressure, counterbalanced by inward.
Oh yeah, and that's the bridge in Arlington. Yeah. And that's the bridge beyond us. That's right here. Yeah. Okay. In the middle. Yeah. Yeah. Looks like it.
I'll show you.
Yeah, the one right there. It goes like it's a big square, then it goes to a smaller black square.
Yeah,
Big square black.
that's the Air and Space Mission.
This is the National Cathedral. This is the National Cathedral in Washington, D.C. This is the National Cathedral in Washington, D.C. This is the National Cathedral in Washington, D.C.
student today that takes to